Who is that beautiful man I see before me? Wow. Wow. Let me tell you, dude.
It's
been too long. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey, you sweet, beautiful man. Well, greetings. We are back. We're back. It's only two of us. It's only the two of us. The dynamic duo, if you will.
Yeah, Richie couldn't make it, so.
Well.
Unfortunate, unlucky, but we'll get him next time.
For him.
For him.
We're back, baby. What are we on? Episode 12?
Yeah, we're terrible. That's like not a lot of episodes. That's not a lot of episodes. That is terrible.
But you got to think, that's 12 hours of pure, sheer, raw entertainment. You know, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, dude. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
They can complain all they want. I'm looking at you, viewer. You, the viewer. I'm looking at you. Well, we're back.
Speaking of raw entertainment, Cole, I was like catching up on all these YouTube videos and stuff like that, right?
Tell me more.
And I was like, wait a second. I'm like, okay, there's the Metal Complexes video. There's Knives video. Where's the Tri-State EDC Best of 2023 video?
Well, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's hard to be. It's good to be the king, but at the same time, it's tough to be the king. It's hard to be the EDC knife YouTube king. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep up. I have like 25 unopened knives right here. Unopened that I haven't filmed at all. I don't know what's best of 2023 because I won't be done filming those knives until June. You know what I mean? Like it's
Fair.
A nightmare.
Fair point.
It's a nightmare. I mean, we've discussed like the best of for me. Maybe that's a good thing to discuss today. We've discussed kind of like loosely my best of 2023. But I haven't broken it down and done like a full video yet. Maybe someday. Maybe you'll get the best of 2023 sometime in the year 2025. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like there was a lot of good stuff in 2023 actually, which actually makes it
great year.
Harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good year, which sucks because like I can't buy knives anymore. I'm saving up for a CNC, so that's gonna take forever. And I'm like, I'm totally just not gonna buy any knives, even though I really want to. There's so much stuff I want to buy, but I'm just like, nope. I'm gonna hold back. Just stick to one knife. I have a Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight and M4. That's it. That's all I'm using. That's all I have, and that's a factory second too. I'm just using it. It's a user. And I'm like, that's it. And I'm not spending any money on knives. Even though there's so much stuff I want, dude. I have a list of things I want so badly. And every time that comes available or I see it on Knife Swap or like I see a lotto, I'm like, oh, I want to go in so bad. But I'm being a good boy.
You gotta be a good boy. You gotta be a good boy. It'll all be worth it because you'll be making your own knives, baby.
Yeah, and you can always get knives later is my thought process.
And you've got friends, right? Like you could just borrow if you need a little itch, if you need to scratch that itch. You could always borrow knives.
People do pass arounds and stuff. You get to get your grubby little hands on whatever you want to try at the end of the day. God, dude.
Well, I got a lot of new arrivals, I can tell you, and you can live vicariously through me here. So I just want to get your hot take on some new arrivals. Okay. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to do this in order because it's been a lot. And I only got out the stuff that I really wanted your hot take on because everybody else who's listening or watching has probably already seen most of this. But first off, the Wear Knives Alley P, which I have beat the living piss out of.
So, I love this knife. That knife, it's basic. I do like it though. I think it looks nice. One thing that I noticed, the first thing I noticed when I saw that one is like, unlike one of his previous models, the clip is in the right place.
See, this is the first time I've ever handled any of his stuff.
Oh, dude, there was this one where the clip was like atrociously like far up. It was like almost in like the middle of the handle. Yeah.
Way up.
I was like, yeah. I was like, why is that? So when he moved it to like a normal place, I was like, okay, dope. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those knives where I'm just like, I like it. A lot of it would depend on price. like how much I like it because it is kind of basic.
3 something, 3.25 maybe.
Yeah, it's a bit up there, but I mean, everyone else's stuff is also up there, so I guess it's not like
2023, baby. Shit's expensive.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've been really liking this. Some of Best Tech's best work. Like it is so. I thought when I filmed the unboxing, I kept saying it was made by Rayot, and I had to like edit myself. Like replaced me saying Rayot with Best Tech because I said it was Rayot so much. It's so solid. Like Best Tech is doing.
That's a good looking one. Yeah, it's tough though because like there's so many simple looking, like good looking but simple looking knives. It's tough to pick which one I would go for really.
Right.
Because like I mean, simple and clean was like very much a 2023 Chinese OEM like trend.
Oh yeah.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is hard as the consumer to decide which of those simple and clean knives you want.
When there's literally hundreds of them,
and they're all similarly priced.
Right.
Like that's hard to pick which one really. But that's a good one.
It's a good one.
I don't have a hot take on that one. That one's just like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Right. It's nice looking, no complaints. Okay, all right. Well, let's jump straight to Insanity. What do you think about this one? What do you think about that?
Oh, that's the Corvid, right? Concept Corvid.
Yeah, so this is the Corvid M+, which apparently stands for Medium Plus. There's nothing medium about this fucking knife.
Yeah, that's just giant. Let me see that. So, I mean, as far as like cleavery knives go, that one's not bad actually. Like,
I hate it. Can I be honest with you?
I don't
hate it, but I don't.
I would never own one. I mean, I know there's like a mini version, and I think it's cute.
Yeah.
That's like too big, obviously, for me. Like that's a chonker. But like, if I'm talking like that design and like the fact that you can get it in whatever size you want, like there's mini, large, whatever. Yeah, like I would be okay with owning a mini of those. Like I'd actually carry that sometimes.
Yeah, the mini
because it exists. It exists.
Yeah, right. A mini I totally get, but this one, dude, I'm just like Jesus Christ. Like who wants?
Yeah,
who's EDCing this? Like literally no one.
Yeah, the base design is like pretty clean though. I mean, as far as cleavers go, I'm not a cleaver person though. That's the thing, but I do like the little grooves. I like the G10 colors. All right. Like I don't know. I
kind of like the green. That's like the saving grace for me on this one. I like the electric.
I like they added the 2 little grooves though. It does add a little something in the scales.
Oh yeah, the little decorative. Yeah. It's.
I mean, the pocket clip is actually like it actually fits the curve of the handle instead of being like a straight. Like that was a thing I noticed in 2023. A lot of knives have the exact same clip, just a straight clip.
You know
straight
why?
Boxy clip every time.
The reason is because when you're dealing with these OEMs, it's so easy to just be like, I just want a simple milled titanium clip. That's it. Because everybody's really good at designing a knife, but everybody like the clip is always an afterthought.
Yeah, so
it's always like secondary.
That's something I noticed where I was like, another straight boxy clip that looks exactly the same. So
and these OEMs love it because they're like, fuck, we have 10,000 of those things laying around. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. We already have them pre-made. We know just the clip you need. Yeah. So that's why that's become a thing. Okay. All right. Getting frisky now. Let's step it back down. You're gonna shit. You're going to love this one. I finally got one. The Harbor Freight. The
Icon?
Yeah, the Icon clone of the mini clones. I have to be honest with you. It's so good. It's so good.
It's funny because I've heard a lot of people say it's good. Yeah.
It's so good. I unboxed it and I was like, it's not. Like the first thing I said on camera was like, it's not supposed to be this good. It's not supposed to be. It's $40.
I gotta say, like, I like it so much more without the signature Todd Begg holes. Yeah,
yes, dude, that was it. I did so I unboxed this one and then I unboxed the real one right afterwards, and I was like, I gotta be honest, I kind of like it better without the holes. Because the Todd Begg, the Begg knives have holes all across the blade, holes all over the handle. It's just ridiculous. It's a much cleaner looking knife. But yeah, I have 2 of these actually. Hold on, you'll get a kick out of this. I have one collector's edition in box unopened.
Ooh.
Unopened. Yeah, dude. Top of the line.
That is so like I don't how do I say this? That is so not knife company boxing.
I know, dude. Yeah. I was
that's like action figure, like
yeah. This is something like a monkey wrench would come in, like a pair of pliers would come in. You know what I mean?
That's not knife company packaging, but that is really funny.
No, that is retail box store packaging, baby. So yeah, I got one of the. I got two of those. We're gonna give those away soonish. What else? What if I were you? What would I like? Oh, you'll love this one. You saw the EMP-DC Pulse?
Yes, that's the OTF.
This is the Pulse R, which
is a wide boy.
Which is just the big McThickums version, dude.
Jesus.
It's in the piss, the waffle piss, as the live chat like to call it.
That is a wide boy. Holy.
Dude, it's thick, man. Like,
it's different on each side. It's black on.
So we have the Ultim on the show side, and then the clip side's aluminum.
That's interesting.
Ridiculous. Like, it's so insane. There's no reason that something like this needs to exist. And it's honestly uncomfortable for me because it's a literal cinder block. It's just a big fucking chode of a knife.
I do like that, though.
Dude, I gotta tell you, it cuts better than the real
thing. She says, "Are you gonna walk the dogs?" I did not walk the dogs because I said I was going to. I fell asleep.
Oh,
I woke up right at like 5, and I was like, "Oh, podcast time! All right." So sorry to the doggos.
Sorry, doggies. We love you. We love you so much. But yeah, dude, the I don't know if this will ever be made in like buyable, but I have the prototype and it's fucking hilarious. So there you go. My thing with OTFs is like, why? If you're gonna make an OTF, make it as stupid as you can. You know what I mean? To me, that's the whole point of OTFs. They're funny.
That's the whole point of OTFs.
They're just funny. I own 1.5 OTFs. You know, I don't. Were you ever an OTF guy?
No, and mostly because 2 reasons. Like, one, they're legal to carry around here, pretty much, like all the reasonable cool ones.
Yeah.
And 2, at the time that I was getting into at the time when I thought OTFs were cool, the only real options were Microtech. They're super like kind of overpriced, honestly. Like, they're cool, but like they're so overpriced, and I was just like, oh man, I don't know if it's worth it for this. Now there's a lot of cool options, so if it was legal, I'd probably consider an OTF again. But yeah, at the time when it was just Microtech and like paying $325 for a Stormtrooper, I was like, yeah, I don't know about this.
I bought one. I bought an Ultratech and I sold it within a year, like in less than a year, which is a quick. That's a quick turnaround for me. That's a quick turnaround.
Stiff. Yeah. My fingers hurt.
Yeah, dude. That's what I love about these, especially with the ULM Switch. Makes it so much smoother.
ULM Switch is actually kind of cool. Yeah, ULM Switch sounds cool.
Yeah, big fan. So there's the big piss waffle. What else is new? You'll love this one. This is probably the one maybe you are interested, maybe not, but this is the Tactile Archer. The TJ...
I handled one.
Yeah, dude.
Or no, I handled a few actually, because I went to CCKS.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
So those are actually surprisingly, like, I don't know, like I expected a very different feel, because like other tactiles I had handled and like like the Maverick and stuff. I mean, that's an axis lock, but like obviously they're like weaker detent, right? So I was not expecting a very strong detent.
It's brutal.
On the Archer.
It is
very strong. It is a very strong detent. So that was surprising to me. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked it. Everyone's gripe seems to be the price.
Yeah, that's like, literally the only complaint I've heard. It's too expensive.
I just hear people saying like, "Oh, it's too expensive." I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. It was like what, $650?
Yeah, 600, 599.99.
Oh, it was 600. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's see. Everything's done in the house. I mean,
heat treats real. It's like 64 HRC. Heat treats good.
It's got to be more expensive than a Hinderer, and Hinderers are like $425, $450.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess people are saying it's like about like $75 to $100 too expensive. That's what people are saying. all in all, that's like not really that much.
Yeah, to me though, I'd take this every day over pretty much any model of Hinderer just based on looks alone.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, amount of machining time and like,
oh, and
it's all titanium. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Wait, it's actually less expensive than a Hinderer. Because that's full titanium. No, that's full titanium. If you get a Hinderer, which is 425 base in G10, and then you add the titanium scale, it's $200 more. So that's $625. But that's just because the Hinderer titanium scales are ridiculously overpriced. Like $225 for one side of a scale.
It's so obnoxious. It's so obnoxious. But
so actually, it is cheaper than a Hinderer.
I'm in love with this. I'm in love with it. I love it to death. I will probably be sending it out for a regrind. I don't know why, but I want this in a hollow grind so bad.
I mean, I would like it in a hollow grind more.
It's really thin blade stock, and it's killer behind the edge. It's nice and slicey, but with a hollow grind, you know, I get frisky. I can't.
With a nice hollow, that would be nice.
It'd be good looking. Something crazy. Don't know if you ever heard of Loot Tintex.
No, what now?
Loot Tintex is a guy. He's like he was just a viewer of the channel for a long time, but he has an engineering background, and he decided to start a knife company and started getting some. His first knife came out, and this is it. Okay. This is this thing. You've probably seen it.
I've never seen that.
This is the it's called the New Breed EDC Clydesdale. It's made by Koby, titanium scales, stainless liner lock. Dude, crazy thin hollow, $125. By far and away,
not a bad price at all.
The best. Like, I didn't know Koby was capable of something like this.
I like the general design. I don't like, and I'm sure a lot of people think this, don't like the stuff happening at the front of the blade.
Yeah, this is everybody's complaint right here.
Which, like, it would take like 2 seconds to grind all that off and just make it a normal curve.
Yeah.
I would just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah. But man, it's so good. I did not know Koby was capable of this. The detent's perfect. You'd get a kick out of this
Koby put out some bangers lately, like,
dude.
OEM work wise, they recently worked on prototypes for the premium growler Lefty EDC Debo knives.
Yep.
I was like, oh, those look really good actually. Like,
dude, I like that. Just this hollow grind alone is so crazy thin.
Yeah. Koby is actually underrated, and like the fact that they're so much cheaper than Best Tech Rayot.
$125 for this? It's crazy to me.
It's literally a third of the price.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, Koby might be the way to go if you're trying to like break in. Like maybe going Koby is like the way to go.
100%, dude. If you're a new designer, you're just coming out, go Koby. That way, your first design's relatively affordable.
And less risk if like it doesn't sell out. Like it just.
Ton of good stuff, dude. They're doing great work. Speaking of OEMs that have kind of hit their stride, Tuya knife. This is the Freeman Knives Voodoo, production Voodoo.
Is that the Freeman that does the, what's it called? The milled bevels where like, and then it says Magna Cut in giant letters across the blade. Is it that Freeman?
That's a good question.
Or, I mean, Freeman is a common name. That's why I ask. Like, it might not be the same person. Because there's a US maker named Freeman Knives.
His name's Dave Freeman. Come on. So there's Freeman Outdoor Gear, and then there's Freeman Knives. So Freeman Outdoor Gear is the company that you were thinking of that makes the crazy with like the giant Magna Cut down the side of the blade and all that shit.
Yeah, that's Freeman Outdoor.
Yeah, David Freeman Knives is on Instagram.
Oh, he makes some nice customs.
Yeah, he's does great.
He's a full-time knife maker. I just followed him.
Oh yeah. But this is the Voodoo, made by Tuya Knife, S90V full tie, orange peel or stone wash, $250 with the hollow grind.
That actually does look pretty nice.
Oh, he did an amazing job. They did an amazing job on this. I just put skiffs in it today.
What's it called?
It's called the Freeman Voodoo.
Oh, it's also a Voodoo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this one came out first. This is like a 5-year-old design, 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
God, but Tuya Knife's another company that I'm like, I got my eyes on Tuya, man. They're doing good
Tuya's
work.
been doing more OEM. There was a period with like 1 to 2 years where Tuya did nothing. Like they literally came out with nothing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now they're doing OEM work. Like I've seen a couple knives they did for Jim Skeleton.
Yep. The
that
Kaladin
one.
and
I've seen some other ones.
Yeah.
There's some other ones. Yeah.
But there's
doing... the new one with Jim was like Tanto with like 3 inlays.
Yep. I forget what
they look like they're doing a really good job. Like,
dude, and the value for money, $250 S90V hollow ground titanium. Sign me up. Titanium frame lock, $250.
Yeah, they're in between that Koby and Bestech range, which is nice if you want a little more premium.
Yep. But
I like that. I mean, the Chinese OEMs are providing a wide range of price options for for designers, which is cool.
Yeah. You have your pick of the litter these days, man.
Yeah, which sucks because there's like American options are less than ever.
Right. Yeah.
Like I can't even name American options that are like real options at this point. Like,
I mean, it's the same guys. It's Hinderer, Olympic, Strider, Koenig.
But they don't do OEM work.
Oh no, OEM work. It's literally axial knives, axial gear, Hogue, but Hogue's wait time's like 2 years for OEM work.
There's nothing realistic.
No,
like there's no one you could reach out to today and be like, hey, let's work on something.
Nope.
Like,
so when people are like, why not have it made in America? I'm like, Google it. That's why. Dude, fucking Google it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not feasible.
I'm like, what is the option though? Like, there's no option.
Yeah, give me an opportunity and I'll take
like there were some options people put out there that were not real. Like Shank Knives, for example. Like I was considering working with Shank Knives for a little bit. It seemed like it was going to happen, but and Kev was also working with Shank Knives for a US premium growler, and he's like, yeah, I haven't heard from them in like 7 months. Like,
wow.
Because they had like some internal turnover where like, you know, their CAD guy who was like the guy that everyone was communicating with like changed companies. So like, and then since then, like they haven't been like communicating with anyone. So I don't even know what's going on over there. And then like that was the only real option that people were.
Wait,
saying.
what's this company called? Shank?
Yeah, Shank Knives, SCHENK.
I've literally never heard of them before ever.
So I don't know what's up with them, like if they're still doing stuff or not. But there's that. That was one like OEM option people were saying, and then like obviously there's Reckman USA, which is like River's Edge Cutlery's OEM side, and that's still in development, so that's not an option yet either.
Right.
They're still learning how to make knives. Like they bought all the machinery and stuff, but they're still learning, so they're not an option yet. Although they will be in the future, but you know, so there's no, as of this moment, there is no option in the US for OEM work.
None.
So
none. Literally none. Moving right along. What else is new? The Berg Blades button lock barber. I'm loving it. Came out.
Oh yeah, I handled one of those too. Those are pretty nice. I'm just so like iffy on button locks right now.
Are you burnt out? A lot of people are getting burnt out.
No, it's not burnout. It's scared out.
Why?
Because like so many of them fail. I'm like,
yeah, but like how easily do they fail? That's
pretty easily.
Process.
Pretty easily sometimes.
If they don't fail when I'm pushing on it with my thumb, then it's good. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it. Like I if it fails, I can't. I'm like, like
it's a beautiful knife. Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying that one fails. I've never tested it because obviously I wouldn't go up to someone's table and just be like, hey, nice knife.
Bam! Yeah, and slap it up. Oh wow. Like, oh wow, that looks nice. Oh! Yeah, nobody's doing that. But they did a great job. Yeah. It's Rayot. It's a Rayot made titanium button lock, man. They did a great job. Lockup solid. It passed the spine whack test. Everybody relax. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like I hate the feeling of like I buy a knife, I'm like all anxious over like was it gonna lock up, and then like, you know, I already spent my money on it, take it home, you know, I do a little test and then it fails, and then I'm like, all right, what do I do now? I'm gonna reach out to the maker, and then they're gonna tell me to get fucked. Now I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna go on Instagram.
They're gonna try to sue me. It's gonna be a
like
whole
it's
thing,
just like
dude.
It's just like I don't want to sign up for this. So I'd like, if I'm concerned about lockup, I just don't buy it anymore. Like,
interesting. See, you have a reason though. I feel like most people don't. They're just like, I don't know. I most people are like, because he said so, whereas you're like firsthand experience. I don't want to fuck with it. I don't want to.
Yeah. I'm over. It's just because like I don't know Berg. I'm not saying that him specifically would like tell me to pound sand if it failed. I'm just saying like so many makers have done that to me at this point. I don't trust you guys anymore. Like you guys got to show me like through action that you're trustworthy. At this point, like my default is this maker is going to tell me to pound sand. He's going to tell me to like kick rocks. Like
yeah. It's because you've been there too many times. I get it. I respect it. I respect it. I did just get some mod work done by Pocket Sex, your boy Pocket Sex.
Yeah. I love his name, by the way. I love his name.
I do too. So he, I had my Arcform Catalyst reground by BGM, and he put a nice clean Spidey hole in it for me.
Oh, that is sick. Wait, let me see it closed. Oh, interesting. I would probably have moved the Spidey hole a little further out.
Yep, same. Because it's
access-wise,
the detent's brutal on this knife.
Yeah, just for like more access to make it easier. But then I see why it's there. He put it there's also because like the logo.
Yeah, and the flat. There's a flat section right here, so he centered it on that flat, pretty much.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, that regrind is nice too.
Oh, the regrind's.
Is that a Tough Knives design?
Yeah.
You can sort of tell just by looking at it.
Oh God, yeah, dude. You know it's old Jeffy Poo. Speaking of
his designs, I love them. Like they are so good looking. I do too.
They're so crispy. They're just
you also got that reground, and
yeah, but BGM did the regrind on that one. But speaking of Jeff and Pocket Sex, this one.
I saw that.
Yeah, this is the Slim Foot, and it's mine, baby.
So you were the one who did that. I was like, who did that? Like,
yeah. You should have known right away. Like, that looks like something Tri-State's dumbass would do. Yeah, it was me.
Wait, it's on the blade too?
Yeah, dude, he laser etched the blade too.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
And the pocket clip. He laser etched. Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah. I know. I see it. It's very faint though.
Yeah,
dude.
He did an insane job.
Tough Knives designs have always been like super on point. Like I've heard some concerns about like, lockup and like some fin and finish stuff, but I never handled one myself, so I couldn't say personally. I can just say that looking at
both of these are made by Rayot, and they're both incredible. They're both.
I meant it's custom. This is customs.
Okay, yeah.
But like looking at like Instagram pictures, I'm like, man, those look so good. So like I would love to handle one at some point just to like be able to see like what they're actually like.
Yeah. I would too. I mean, that's like my holy grail is a Tough Knives custom. Will it ever happen? I probably not. Not the YouTube doesn't pay that much, honestly. And honestly, since the last time we met, I got laid off. I'm unemployed. I got laid off in November, right? And went full time on the YouTube. So it's like,
wow, we really haven't done a podcast the whole time since that happened, huh?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. By the way, if you're just if you only watch my channel for the podcast, I got laid off in November. Thanks. Thanks for being here.
On.
Thanks for being here for me. Another one that's really impressed me is this one, the Grambo Knives Russ.
Oh, I really like that design.
This is the Russ EDC Hollow Ground Magna Cut. Right? Magna Cut blade.
A little smaller, right?
Yeah, just a tiny bit smaller. Oh, it's
that would be the one I would get. Yeah.
That's
one of the knives I was actually on the list of like things I wanted, but can't buy because I'm saving up.
It's all right. Save your money, big dog. You can live vicariously through me. So what I noticed, what's crazy is the way they did the liner lock. So it's a titanium frame lock. It's a bolster lock, but this is an inlay. This piece of titanium, so it covers the lock bar, so it's lefty friendly.
Yeah,
it's so wild the way he did this. I like
that he added the texture. Like it's just very interesting.
Oh yeah, I love this. I don't even know what to call it. It's kind of like diamond plate, but not. It's like reverse diamond plate. Running out of time. Oh no. Oh no. We got to start a new one. But yeah, the Russ is amazing. I've been blown away by this. I slept on Grambo forever. I have an Assetto in for review too. I just haven't had time to open it yet. But yeah, the Russ is amazing. Really impressed by that. Do I have anything else? I gotta tell you. So since last we spoke, I had a video. I had a video surpass my best video ever. I don't know
on YouTube.
On YouTube, I don't know. My best video ever was only 32,000 views, so not a ton. But do you want to take a guess at what the knife was? Take a guess. You may have seen it. I know you watch, but
I don't. But it's still, I don't look at your views. Like, I just watch the video.
Right.
That doesn't help me at all.
It's so far it's done 73,000 views, so It's doubled my last best, right? Over doubled. It's a fucking CRKT.
What? Okay, I never would have got that.
Right?
I never would have guessed that.
I would have never in a million years ever, dude. It's
what CRKT is that?
The Minimal X. It's the Daryl Caston D-Rocket design.
Oh, you know what? Daryl Caston D-Rocket, he's like super popular.
I love his designs. They're amazing. It's just
I like the guy. I just hate the designs personally. That's just like personal aesthetic completely.
Sure.
Like, I just don't like him. But yeah, the guy's cool. I mean, I think Richie's actually done a ton of work for him recently.
Yeah. He's been releasing a bunch of like kind of mid-techs and production OEM stuff like himself.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of work for D-Rocket recently. It sucks that he couldn't make it today and like talk about it, but
yeah, I would love to hear his input on the Minimal X. But I think it was because I clickbaited the shit out of everybody. The title was something like "This knife was made for SpaceX" or something like that.
I mean, it also helps that like so many people like his stuff.
Yeah.
Like they'd all watch and be like, "Whoa, D-Rocket, affordable!" Right? Because how much is that knife? Like, can't be much.
It's $60 for the tiny one.
Yeah, it can't be much. Yeah.
It's
I actually like that one more than some of his other designs, though. Like, I don't like the wacky ones.
I mean, that's pretty wacky. I don't know.
The blade is, but the handle's like normal.
Look how tiny it is. A little tiny thing, man. Like, there's my index finger.
That one's pretty normal, though, all things considered. Like, if you could take out the fuller, like, it's pretty normal.
Yeah. Access to the lock bar's ass. Otherwise, it's a really good knife. It's a really good little knife. I was pleasantly surprised. CRKT works with my wife. They don't work with me. They work with Cara, so they sent that to her, and I reviewed it.
Interestingly, why do they work with Cara?
Because she's got a Instagram. Excellent Ergos. Follow her on Instagram.
That's it though. That's why.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sex sells.
But you have an Instagram.
Well, I'm not as pretty, so. So
I want to make a knife OnlyFans and like a variant. We'll call it OTF, only the fans.
Only the fans. only the fans. Yeah,
exactly.
Only the fans. Yeah, right, exactly. I just want to show this to you because I know you'd love it. I just got an order from Gamer Sups, which is like an energy drink company, and they sent me this pack of stickers called Waifu Cups.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been meaning to send this to you because I have no use for them, and I know you would love them. But it's just like I cannot show what's inside of this on this podcast.
What?
Because
Why?
we'll get demonetized. But
really,
yeah, dude. They sent me a T-shirt too with a big titted waifu on it. It's great. But I've been meaning to send that to you. I got to get around to it. They're really funny. You'd get a kick out of it. But I have to ask, so how long have you been a one knife guy on the one knife choo-choo?
Let's see. It's been exactly as of today a month and like 3 days.
And the knife is a Sage
5 lightweight, an M4
compression lock though?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's good. It's good and fidgety. I mean,
yeah, it's still fun to play with.
Yeah. So you picked a knife that checks all the boxes. I mean, that's you people watching this. I dare you to fucking try going 1 month with the same knife. I dare you, especially being as big a knife slut as you are, dude. I don't know how.
It's really tough. Like, there's so much stuff I want to buy, and like, especially if you're like me, where like I like buying. I like to buy things. So
you love the chase. You love the chase, dude.
Yeah, like, and like I'm good at the chase too, so I get opportunities to buy stuff all the time, but like I have to hold back. That's the hard part. People will be like, yo, I got this like exact knife you wanted for a good price. I'll give you a bro price too. And I'm like,
and you're like, yeah, right.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. You're like, you're
hey,
not helping.
You were looking for this exact variant of a Bradley Murray's full titanium Vector.
Yeah.
Well, normally they're 1,100, but for you, I'll do 700. And I'm like, are you trying to crush my soul
Dude,
here?
It's
like,
literally like it's like somebody in rehab for fucking opioid addiction, and somebody comes up to them like, "I'll give you a month's supply of oxys for free, just because you're."
Yeah, that's exactly.
And you're like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, right. Oh God.
Yeah, it's pain.
Oh man. It'll
be worth it though. It'll all be worth it. I'm saving up hard.
It'll all be worth it, baby. So speaking of CNC and making your own knives, I have my own knife in prototyping right now.
No shit.
Yeah, dude. Finally.
How many details are you allowed to share?
So the boys in the Discord, I have a Discord, started a Discord for channel members. They've seen it. It's about 110 people have seen it. It's not rewriting the rule book. It's a nice, clean, minimal. It's ideally full titanium integral, hollow ground warning.
Oh, it's going to be an integral.
Oh, yeah. That's the goal. That's the goal. I don't know if we can pull it off at the price point I want, or it's going to be, if the other OEM can pull it off better, it'll be a button-actuated frame lock. So you can use it as a button lock, use it as a frame lock.
Okay,
it works both ways. Like the Golden Design Works caliber. But just a nice, clean, simple, medium-size EDC. Nothing crazy, nothing groundbreaking, but it's a design I've had done in 3D CAD for like 2 years now. And the guys at KNAFS sale were like, dude, we'll fund the whole project. And I was like,
oh, that's awesome.
I was like, okay. Well, lucky for you, I already have one done. So
do you already have an OEM decided then? Like you're already like
we're basically shopping it. We're getting prototypes from 3 different OEMs. I can't disclose who they are yet, but
okay, but it's in progress, so that's cool.
Oh yeah. So whoever does it the best and gives us kind of that price point that we want gets the business. So pretty pumped. I've already got 2 more designs kind of in the works. In 3D CAD, pretty much halfway, like 3/4 done. I just need to do some finishing touches. So hopefully the first one goes well.
Are your channel members sworn to secrecy with the design?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I told him I'll kick him out of the Discord. Lickety split. I'll be like, you're out of here. But hopefully it won't be more than 2-3 months, because it's been in the works for. I've had to keep my mouth shut for like 2.5-3 months already. I wasn't allowed to tell. I was like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I just wanted to kind of build the hype naturally. I didn't want to just say, hey, I'm making a knife and then nothing be locked in. So,
yeah, because then they have to wait a long time for all the stuff to happen.
I didn't want everybody to be like, oh, it'll never happen. Who cares? So yeah, I'm really pumped. I've had a bunch of designs done for years now. I just never really had the money or thought I would have the money to. Because prototyping's expensive. It's not cheap, man. $600-700 a pop.
Yeah, it's really expensive. And they also like give you a crap steel for the prototype.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then you don't know. And then once you get those prototypes, you don't know exactly what you want to do with the handle finish and all that stuff. So it's like maybe you have to do another batch of prototypes. It's a lot more work and money than I think people think it is. Even when you're doing OEM work, it is a ton. I mean, me and Eric at KNAFS sale have gone back and forth 300-400 emails in 2 months. Back and forth endlessly. 3 times a day.
I always wondered why they have to use, like, I get it's cheaper, but like you're paying so much for the prototype. Why can't they just use a nice steel for the proto so you can at least sell it?
Yeah, well, our protos are all going to be M390 LMAX or something else.
Oh, okay, so they are doing nice steels.
Yeah.
A lot of times I see D2 on protos, and I'm like, dang, that sucks.
Yeah, I wouldn't. $700? No thanks. No thanks. Keep it. I don't want it.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a custom knife, so.
Yeah, well, it really is. The prototypes are one-off customs. Some guys got to make them, But yeah, I'm really pumped. I'm really hoping delivered by Christmas this year. That's the goal. Delivered by Christmas. So fingers crossed that works out. But I'm pumped. I'll send you a picture of it after the live stream or after the podcast. But like I said, it's not groundbreaking. You're not going to be like, oh my God, dude, how'd you think this up? I mean, it's it's a fucking knife. You know what I mean? It's nothing crazy, but I'm very proud of it. So pretty pumped.
That's cool. So, like, I'm assuming you've already thought of like, what's it called? Like variants?
Yeah. That's kind of been Cara's specialty. Cara's been helping me a lot with all of it.
How many variants are you thinking?
Probably 4.
Okay, that's a fair number. That's like a lot of variants, actually.
Yeah. Probably like 100 of each.
Usually people do like 2 or 3.
Yeah, 100 of each. I'm
sure it'll depend on which OEM you go with, like what.
For sure. What they can do, how it looks. Yeah, for sure. But 4 variants, probably 100 each of each variant, and hopefully it sells out. We'll see. Fuck me, dude. You
have a name,
dude? No. I that's like the hardest part. It's the hardest part, man.
You'll create a whole line of knives that are all like mustache related.
That's like, kind of where the post,
the handlebar, the follicle.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Fu Manchu. Yeah, the pencil. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what to call this first design though. That's the hardest part so far.
Well, it's the first beginning of facial hair, so you call it the peach fuzz.
You call it the peach fuzz, the stubble, the tri-state stubble. That's it, dude. Yeah, that's good actually. That's actually really good. Shit.
It's the beginning. It's the first one. So
the 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right. I'm excited to see it. I'm down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I just I'm like gonna be so busy soon. Like I'm almost like all caught up on stuff. I just reopened my books.
I saw that.
Every time I do that, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, right. I mean, so walk me through it. When you open your books, is it just like a fucking tidal wave?
Well, so there's a lot of people who sign up. Yeah. So I didn't know this, and this, okay, I'm thankful, but also it kind of sucks. So you know what MailChimp is, right?
Oh yeah.
It's a website for sending a bunch of emails to your mailing list.
Yep.
So if you have an audience of 500 or less, it's free to send emails.
Nice.
My audience, since the last time I sent an email, grew to over 1,500. Even though I'm like, even though I don't send any emails and I've done nothing, like people have just been signing up. So it is no longer free. And they want $45 a month just to send emails. I'm like, that's a lot of money for sending an email.
To send emails that you don't have.
Well, yeah, like, and also like they won't let you downgrade your plan because like my audience is big. So like even though I send like one email every like year, like it's 45. So like what's 45 times 12?
A lot.
That's like a $540 email.
Yeah. per year, per email, $540.
So so I'm able to send emails, but it is rough that they charge that much just to send an email. I had
no idea it was that expensive, man. As much as they advertise, I was like, oh, it's probably like $12-15 a month.
Yeah, so there's that, but you know what? I was like, all right, I'll have to send emails in the future anyway, whatever, fuck it. So so that sucks, but that was one thing. So I sent out the emails, and then all these people sign up, and then you get the questions like, oh, this and that. Like people, like you start getting an influx of emails where like people are like asking questions about the build as if they already have a spot, and I'm like, I'll respond.
Ultra specific stuff.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, so like if I get a spot, can I do this, this, and this, and then also this, and would you consider doing this? And I'm like, I'll just answer it all. But in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, but like, maybe you should wait till you get a spot first.
Yeah. Before wasting your time on the email.
Yeah, we discuss all these details. Like, I don't know. Like it's a lot
I can try. My answer would be like, yeah, sure, I can try.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I probably would be able to if you got a spot or something, like, maybe you have to adjust this or that. Like, but like, it's just like, and then they'll show me their design that they have already, and they'll be like, oh, how would you tweak it? And I'm like, bro, like, I don't even know if I'm even making this yet, but
right, yeah, we've never talked before.
It's just too much for like something that might not even happen.
Right. Yeah.
And it's also something that doesn't even need to be rushed, because like once you get your spot, we can discuss all of this.
Right. We'll go through all the details.
I also get roughly like 50 emails just that are automated replies, because like I send the email to the email that they put in. A lot of times it's a work email, so I'll send it, and then as soon as I press send on the 1,500 plus emails, I'll get 50 replies that say, Mr. X is not in the office right now. He'll be back on January 16th.
The auto replies?
The auto replies.
People are signing up with their work emails.
So I gotta go and like delete all the auto replies like manually. Like it's like 50 emails I just got. Like I'm just like, oh, I hate it. I hate it every time.
You're running a business now, boy.
And you know that like every time I send an email, I'm sending it to those same emails. So I'm gonna get their work like
every time
email auto reply every time. So
Mr. Smith's on vacation. He will be back in the office. Yeah.
So Jesus there's Christ. That too. And then there's the people who ask me like, oh, I noticed that you said on your email you're doing reblades for these 4 models. Would you also do this model? And I'm like, no,
I don't know how. I don't know.
How. I'm like, I don't know how. So it's I deal with a lot of emails and stuff every time I do this, which is why I don't send a lot of emails. I only send emails when my book's open. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? I'm planning on sending more emails more frequently because I'm not doing a lot of book spots anymore. I'm only doing 20 at a time now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I'll just open more frequently instead. It's more manageable.
Yeah.
I'm also doing a stacked lotto system. It's like an idea I came up with where like if you enter a lotto for a book spot and you lose, the next time you enter, you'll have an additional entry.
That's nice. That's nice.
So if you enter 6 times and you lose 6 times, the 7th time you'll have 7 entries, right?
It's until like you win. Like one of the coffee shop punch cards. You know what I mean? Like, your 10th coffee's free. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I give a little perk to the people that keep
nice,
trying.
Actually.
Like
is that a thing like commonly done?
No, I'm the only person who does.
I was about to say I've seen a lot of lotto pages. I've never.
Yeah, no, they're all like, you enter once, fuck you, go away now. Okay, good luck next time.
Dicks. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, well, let's do something that'll reward people who keep trying. So So I came up with this idea. I had my friend who's like, into computer tech and stuff like that, program a sheet for me that does all of that. So like,
nice.
He did all this. Yeah, he did all this code for me, and like, it's super easy for me to repeatedly like track like people's entries and how many chances they have.
Nice.
And, okay, you won, so we delete you, like, stuff like that.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go.
I think it's cool.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks. Get in on those fucking lotto spots. Get in there. Yeah.
Closes next Friday.
Before this goes live.
Yes. Is that true? No.
Well, no. I'm gonna try to get this out this coming Thursday.
Yeah. So you guys, you have a full day, easy.
You got a full 12 to 18 hours. You'll be fine.
Dude, I give people a whole week to sign up, and then like there's always the day after sign up closes, there's always a bunch of people who are like, did I miss it?
Wait, hold on. Hold on, wait.
I give people a whole week. Like most makers give you a day or like a 1 hour period to sign up or something.
Yeah. 6 hours.
Yeah. Like, hey, sign up, and I'm just like, here's a whole week. Give you emails, story notifications on Instagram. Like, I gave you everything.
I gave you the world.
Every time, at least 50 emails saying, did I miss it? Right, dude, the day after it closes.
It's so funny. Every time I've been doing live streams Tuesdays and Sundays for 2.5 years. Every single week. I've never missed. I've missed like 1 or 2 in 2.5 years. And it never fails. Every time a live stream just finishes, did I miss it? Is the first comment. Did I miss it? How did I missed it. Oh, I wasn't even doing anything. I'm like, what do you, you know when it happens. It's been 2.5 years. How do you not? How do you?
Yeah, that's how it is every time. Every single time.
I want to talk to you about show schedule this year. I'm not going to be able to make it to the Big Daddy Blade show, family vacation, but I am going to be in Blade, Texas in February, and I'm going to try to make it to Blade West. Is California Custom Knife Show worth the trip? Unbiased opinion. So I have to fly in from Ohio. Keep that in mind.
Here's the thing. It's so fun because all the boys go. Like so many people I know go, and FMBA is pretty fun. Although it does cost extra, obviously. You know what FMBA is, right? So there's the main show, which is Saturday, Sunday. That's just, normal show. There's a big room, tables, makers, right? Booths.
Yeah.
But on Friday, they have a special show where they only invited makers are allowed to attend, and it's all lotto and auction pieces. And you can go and you can, if you buy a ticket to that, you're automatically entered to all the lottos. So you have an option to buy if you want to. And they also provide you dinner, which is cool. And that one's cool because you get to handle all the cool pieces and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to buy anything, you can pay $100 less and not have the lotto entry. So you would just be able to handle stuff and eat the food.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to buy anything at that price level.
Yeah, that's what I do. Or it's usually sometimes so I'll pay for I'll pay for the just being able to walk around and eat food and handle stuff, and then someone else will buy my in. Right? They'll pay the extra 100, and then my entry will be for them. Usually is how that happens. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. The CCS is really, really good if you want to hang, and I think it's been getting better. Also, the quality of makers who are showing up to it, way more makers are going to CCS than before, and exhibiting cool makers, HMC went last time.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, but what would dilute it for you is the fact that you go to all these other shows too, where those same makers probably also go.
Right.
So
for you, it makes sense because it's in your backyard.
That too. It's 20 minutes from my house. I also only go to CCKS and Blade Show, so there's not a lot of overlap. But if you're going to Blade Show West and Texas, the West part is what gets me. The West part, a lot of makers who go to CCKS are probably also going to go to West because, it's West, it's close. So I'm maybe there'd be a lot of overlap. I'm not sure. But yeah, nothing is as chill as CCKS. It's a small show,
Yeah, so it sounds like CCKS is a lot like Maker Syndicate that I went to this year, where it was maybe 20 booths.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bigger than that.
But... Yeah, but it was very chill. I felt like I had all the time in the world with every maker that was there. I just got to spend time and chit chat with everybody. And it was very relaxed. It wasn't the big.
Meet my dogs.
I got the hung out. Yeah.
You can literally come hang out in this room right here. You can come in here and hang out.
Yeah. Where is Blade Show West? It used to be in California. It's not anymore, is it?
It's in Salt Lake City.
It's in Salt Lake. Have you been?
Yeah, Blade Show West. No, Blade Show West used to be an hour from me in Long Beach, and now it's in Salt Lake City, and I would have to fly to go there. And I'm like, I don't want to fly to go there.
How far a drive is that? That's across
7 hours.
7 hours, dude.
I think 6 or 7 hours.
Everything's bigger out west.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So
that's a haul, dude. That's a haul.
I can't drive 7 hours. I'll crash.
I mean, you have to drive completely across California and Nevada.
It's the sleepy part that concerns me. I'd get tired. I'd have to take a break somewhere. I'd forget to turn off the car. It would run out of battery, and I'd get stuck. It happens every time. I'm done with it.
No more road trips.
I'm tired of getting stuck places. It happens to me all the time. I'm just I'm just sick of it. I'll go somewhere. I'm driving. This happened to me before CCKS moved to the closer venue where it's 20 minutes from my house. It was an hour and a half from my house in Anaheim. when on the drive back, I got tired. I was like, I'll just pull over for a second. And then I pulled over. I forgot to turn the car off. Fell asleep. Woke up. Car battery was dead. And then like I couldn't move anymore. And
Hello, AAA.
No, I had my sister come pick me up, and I was just like,
you couldn't make an hour drive.
I couldn't. No, I'm just tired. Well, it's after a show, dude. The show makes you tired.
Oh yeah, I totally get it.
On the way there, I was fine.
Yeah,
on the way back, I was.
Yep.
Yeah, on the way back, I was like, oh, I've had
honestly,
a good time.
I totally get it because Indianapolis is like an hour and a half, hour 45 for me from here to Indianapolis. That's where Maker Syndicate was, and going up there, I was like, hell yeah, let's go. But I was alone. I was driving alone, and on the way back, man, it was like 7, 8 o'clock. It wasn't that late, but it had been a 10-hour day, and I was like.
It's brutal. It's really tough.
It'll just suck the life out of you, man. It's the social exhaustion. That's what it is. Because you have to be so social for so long. It like is physically exhausting.
I have a low social battery too, period. So, I got that hermit lifestyle. Like I'm not well suited to this. So it's tough.
I'm not well suited for this social bullshit.
Yeah.
So, I can't do it.
I don't know. Basically, what I would say is, come to CCKS, see my dogs. So that's the gist of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can crash on the. I'll sleep on the floor. I'll snuggle up with you. I'll be the. You can be the big spoon. You can be the big spoon.
You could actually. Yes.
My wife might get jealous, but hey.
I could hook you up. Yes.
Just me, you, and the dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's our hour, man. That's our hour. That just flew right by.
Did I convince you or not? Are you gonna
I got to talk to Eric. I got to talk to Eric at KNAFS sale because he's paying the way for Blade Show West and Blade Show Texas. If Daddy Eric's paying,
CCKS would be really cool. You get to hang out a lot. Like, it's nice.
It's nice. Well,
hey, how about this? You tell him, Blade Show West, fuck that. Let's go to Let's go to CCKS instead.
Cancel.
Wait, is KNAFS still have a booth at Blade Show West in Texas?
No, I don't think we're gonna have a booth, but they're basically sponsoring us to go, right? They're my sponsor to go. So when I do my videos, those videos will be brought to you by
KNAFS.
Yeah,
that's right. Cool. The KNAFS people seem really cool.
Oh, they're so nice. They're so nice. Eric in Scotland. The other guy's name is Scotland. That's his name. It's badass.
Oh, I thought you said Eric in Scotland.
No, Eric
like he was from Scotland.
Eric
I was like,
from Scotland. Yeah, right. No. No, Eric in Scotland. It kills me every time he brings up Scotland. I'm like, you're in Scotland, and I'm like, oh wait, the guy is named Scotland. It fucks me up every time. But episode 12, baby. In the back. We got to get Richie's ass out of the gym, dude.
Yeah, out of the gym. He's like, he's kind of burnt out, so.
I get it. I totally get it.
Maybe he's not even going to the gym anymore. Maybe he's fat like me now.
He's still going to the gym. That makes me feel better. If I'm like, oh, he missed it because he's taking care of himself physically and mentally and emotionally, I'm okay with that. As long as he's good. We love Richie. Love for Richie in the chat. Thank you so much. But that is it, episode 12. Episode 13 coming soon. It might just be the two of us. Maybe we'll rope in a third one. You know who we should get on here? We should get Sean Ashmore in on one of these.
Yes.
Sean,
yes, if possible.
Sean, call me, boo-boo. Call me up. All right. But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Even though I probably haven't uploaded this for audio, even though I'm paying for it, but what are you going to do? We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Bye.